Hello everybody, what's up? It's me, Gina. This video is for my blog, Chew Blog, about my attendance at New York ComicCon and New York Anime Festival 2010 this year, October 8th through 10th at the Jacob Javits Center in New York. I'm so excited, and I just wanted to cover some stuff about my attendance there. First of all, if you guys see me around at the con, please feel free to stop by and say hello. I'm always up for meeting new people and all that good stuff. The one way that you will recognize me is from this sterling little hat that I got at NIAF last year. I figured I would just, wear it because I don't cosplay to conventions. I used to do that when I was younger. It is so much work and is just so not worth it to me. So, I figured I'd buy the hat. I'd rock it when I'm at conventions, whatever. I also have one of these masks that everyone always seems to wear, but I don't know if I'm really going to be rocking this because, yeah, it looks stupid. But I'm also, going to be busy working. I'm covering it for my blog. I have a press pass. And so because this is the first time I'm going to a convention for Chew Blog itself, I decided that it was time to get some Chew Blog business cards. Now, before I debut these cards to you, I have to explain why they look as crappy as they do. I guess there kind of really is no excuse when you're trying to be professional, but anyway, let me explain. I did order professional business cards. They are on their way, but they're not going to get here in time for the convention. So I said, I can make myself some. So what I did was I went online. I found a business card template for Microsoft Word. And I basically took that and made my business cards there. So there's 10 per sheet. There's 2 rolls of 5. And I wanted to print them out. Now, you can go and get business card, like pre-perforated business card sheets, but you have to line that stuff up perfectly. And I am aware that there's a big company called Avery that makes them, and Microsoft Word has pre-built-in Avery, business card templates that will fit the pages perfectly. I understand that, but I actually had a lot of trouble finding Avery business card pre-perforated sheets, and it is a pain in the ass to get them perfect. And I know this because I work in a law office and we use Avery labels all the time, and while they are awesome, they do take quite a bit of tweaking to get right. And I only have so much time. I have a lot of stuff that I got to do before I leave for the convention, so I just decided I'd make my own. I went to Staples, I bought some cardstock, and I printed them out, and my dad has like a cutting board. I don't know the exact name for it, but when I explain it you'll know. It's like a wooden board, and on the top of the board there is a ruler, and then on the side there is this big lever with a blade on it, and you just pull the lever and it just cuts in a perfectly straight line. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. My dad is one of those, so I decided to use it. Now, the cards all came out completely different shapes and a little off center, and here's why. I put the cardstock into my printer's tray, and it would not pull the cardstock into the roller. I guess the cardstock was just too thick for it. I don't know. But I do have a manual feed on my printer, so I had to use the manual feed. However, with manual feeds, you have to manually feed the paper, and if you do not feed the paper 100% straight, it's going to print out slightly crooked on the paper. And while I did it as slowly and as straight as I could, those little, human error degrees of being off center, when you're cutting with a straight blade, like with the cutting board, they don't come out looking perfect. It's just the nature of the beast. So they are kind of like ghetto business cards. I tried my best, though. I think that they look good for my first batch of business cards. So I will show some of them to you now. Very excited. Ta-da! Chew Blog, the most adorable garb blog ever. Anime, video games, science fiction, and fantasy reviews, editorials, podcasts, and convention coverage. I've got my name here, and I've got the web address, ginachew.wordpress.com, here on the top. And as you can see, they're all different, sizes and Yeah, I mean, I couldn't get it perfect, unfortunately, but yep, that's them. Blog, yay! And this is the banner that was made by my friend Steven for me. It's the cute little star being impaled by a sword. Because it is an adorable blog, but it is also a very gar blog, so there has to be lots of blood and guts and gore and fighting and mannery stuff, while also, being girly. So, yeah. Those are the business cards. I'm very happy for them. I think they'll work well for this convention. Although I will be eagerly anticipating the professionally made ones because they definitely look a lot more nice and clean and professional. So as far as what I'm doing at the convention, I'll link to my blog post in the video description for the list of panels that I'm going to be attending, or I hope to be attending. Some of the times do run into each other, and then of course there's always the possibility that I might run into something that I want to film or cover, or somebody that I want to, film an interview with, like a fan or something, and I might wind up missing something or my plans might change last minute. I cannot 110% guarantee that I'm going to be at any panels except for the Bandai and Funimation, their industry panels. Those I am definitely going to be at because you can't cover an anime convention with, I personally think, without at least taking a peek at what's going on at the industry panels. Unlike a lot of other people, I don't bring my laptop and everything everywhere, so I'm not going to be sitting there like live tweeting from the panels, but I will be taking lots of notes on all the panels that I see so that I can write out the blog. I will try my best to write as much as I can each night when I come back from the convention, but I do want to make, just one blog post about my highlights, because if I cover everything in one blog post, it's going to be ridiculously huge and nobody's going to want to read it. So I'll just cover the really good, interesting stuff. I'll probably do like a tally of everything that I buy, if I'm even going to buy a lot of stuff. I'm a very frugal person. I don't have a lot of money. I don't like spending a lot of money. And I've been going to conventions for many, many years, and I pretty much bought every convention thing that I really, really wanted to buy. But I do like allowing myself the ability to buy one or two things if I do see them. Some of the guests that are going to be there that I'm looking forward to: Bruce Campbell. Bruce freaking Campbell. I mean, come on. This is my boomstick. Ash, but don't call him Ash to his face. That drives him nuts. But I'm not probably gonna meet him because he's charging quite a bit of money to be able to get online and get a signature from him. Stan Lee is going to be there, but I'm not going to be there early enough to line up to have a chance to meet him. M. Night Shyamalan is gonna be there. The cast of Three's Company is going to be there. Sans John Ritter, of course. Just some people that are going to be there. I'm like, really? What? But on the anime side of it, Crispin Freeman's going to be there. Veronica Taylor and Rachel Lillis, I believe, are coming back. Jamie McGonigal's coming back. There's Stephanie Shea is going to be there. I should probably cover who those people are real quick. Stephanie Shea plays Orihime in Bleach. She plays she plays a lot of characters. She also plays Hinata in Naruto. Crispin Freeman, he plays I believe he plays Kyon. Yeah, he plays Kyon in Haruhi Suzumiya. And he's playing that guy that throws the vending machines in Durara, which is his big new project that he is gonna be promoting there, which is exciting because I haven't seen much Durara, but what I saw, I absolutely loved it. I loved I forget his name. I believe it starts with an S. That throws the vending machines, and plus I just love seeing Crispin Freeman in anything. He's just very, very talented. He also plays Itachi in Naruto, by the way. So I don't forget to say that. It's probably how most people know him, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't have any interviews set up for this convention because I did not get my press pass until about a month and a half beforehand, and my job was really busy. My, just I was, my life was just going absolutely into overdrive. I was working a lot on my writing and whatnot, and I quite honestly just wound up not really having enough time to try and set up interviews. And I know how to because I do PR for Out of Time Productions. I've set up many an interview at a convention, but Out of Time, I think is getting a couple of interviews, which I won't talk about just in case it doesn't pan out, and so that it's a surprise. But I'm not going to personally have any interviews, which is sad. Um, maybe I'll try and get some signatures, meet some people. It should be a fun convention. So you can stay tuned to Shoeblog, and I'll have my reviews there. And that's it. So, yep. If you see the hat, come say hello. If you want to help promote Shoeblog business cards, gonna be definitely going to some of the panels. Very, very exciting. Um, I still have a couple of minutes left on this video. I heard YouTube is doing 15 minutes now. For those who have been watching my Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Let's Play, yes, I am aware now that YouTube does 15-minute videos. I've tried to do 15-minute videos before and they've gotten rejected, but maybe it'll work better for me this time. So I'll be doing a little bit longer videos this time, but I'll just end this video by naming some of the panels off the top of my head that I do want to go to. In case you don't feel like reading through my blog. Like I said, the industry panels for Bandai and Funimation. Anime Clue looked awesome. I want to check out Uncle Yo's show because I always love Uncle Yo. He's hilarious. There was one about the best video games you'll never get to try or something similar to that. It's about like games in Japan that probably won't ever come to America. Disorganization 13. Awesome group. They are hilarious. They are having their Spoiler the Panel Part 4 this convention. I've seen videos of their panels, but I've never actually physically attended one of their Spoiler the Panels, and I'm not letting anything stop me this year. I want to go so bad, and they're also doing Anime Press Your Luck again this year, which sounds like it's going to be amazing. Sunday morning, there's a Hayao Miyazaki panel, which looks really good. But the cast of the Vampire Diaries is also coming, and they're going to be doing something around then. The CW put out a press release saying that Vampire Diaries is going to be at New York Comic Con, but there's no info about it on New York Comic Con's website, so I don't know if they just didn't update it or what, but I have no idea where the Vampire Diaries, where they're actually going to be or what they're going to be doing. I haven't heard anything, but it's going on during the Miyazaki panel, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyway, yeah, if you want to see some more panels, I'm going to check out my blog. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys at New York Anime Fest and New York Comic Con 2010. Peace. See you guys. Hope to see you there.